Whenever a brand new charger opens, I like to get there as soon as I can. And when it's also a brand new charger network, it deserves special attention. Dave takes it on, looks at the brand new refresh to Rivington services on the M61 near Bolton, and was highly impressed. Let's see what they did right. From the approach, they now clearly and brightly advertise the cost per kilowatt hour, so no secret here, it's 65 pence per kilowatt hour. Well, it's not the cheapest in the country, but this is a very good rate for road trips. On arrival, I saw a single 50 kilowatt EVPoint charger with a CCS2 and a CHAdeMO plug right next to the petrol pumps, but also saw the new sign pointing to ultra-rapid chargers. Now, this impressed me because too many petrol stations have all the chargers near the pumps. Well, here the new installation is well away from them in nice clean air. The chargers are brand new, only becoming operational about 2 weeks ago. It is an unusual arrangement in that they have 6 chargers, each with dual bays, but 2 of the chargers are dual CCS2 and CHAdeMO, while 4 are dual CCS2. And this offers 9 bays, charging bays in total. Now, also of note, the first 2 chargers are specifically designated as disabled and wheelchair access, and the bays are noticeably wider. Nice attention to detail. Next, a really nice touch was that there were 2 service modules, I suppose you'd call them. These offer high-pressure airline for your tyres, a vacuum, and a fragrance dispenser. I must admit, not seen one of those before. Okay, it's £1 a go, but while charging, it's really easy to check your tyres and have a little clean up, so you leave the services with your car smelling better than when you arrived. The CCS2 charges 180 kilowatts and have clear signs stating a pre-authorization will happen, at least you know. I pulled up and noticed that all the bays are much wider than average, making aligning your cars really easy. The contactless worked perfectly, taking a hold on £50 from my account for pre-authorization. Charging was quick and easy, few clicks, a thump as the contact is engaged, then it was charging. It's not really a fair comparison because I did arrive with about 75% state of charge. My car's limited to 150 kilowatts anyway and had nearly full battery, so the speed's a bit irrelevant. It was really just to test the principle. Stopping charge was also easy, the cable released. I immediately checked my banking app and found that the £50 hold had already disappeared and the actual cost of £1.21 was showing as pending. This system works. As a follow-up, the cost was actually processed and was showing on my account 2 days later. Now, I filled both sides of the motorway, north and southbound, and they're pretty much identical. Same number and type of chargers and same layout. The only difference being the Rivington Lodge Hotel on the southbound side. There is no access between north and southbound. The location's good on the way to and from Manchester, Liverpool or Preston, and the M61 is hugely popular during the weekend rush, with people using it to connect Manchester to the M6 northbound heading for Blackpool and the Lake District. And for comparison, other multiple chargers nearby include Ionity at Darwin services on the M65 with 6 350 kilowatt chargers about 15 miles away, and a Tesla supercharger, John at Rich's services on the M6 with 12 150 kilowatt chargers around about 20 miles away. Other than that, it's just 1s and 2s here and there. And don't even rely on Lancaster services just up the M6. This is probably the worst services I've ever experienced, and there are no EV chargers at all last time I was there. Well, EVPoint is a complex company. Here they do operate their own chargers, but the majority of the chargers are operated by third parties like supermarkets, car parks, retail parks. It's a bit like Podpoint. They claim to be the biggest EV charging company in the UK, and it is partly true. EVPoint supply and operate more chargers than anyone else, but have very few sites of their own running their own chargers. Very few ultra-rapid chargers. The vast majority are 7 kilowatt Type 2 AC chargers. The services were also recently refurbished and supply all that is needed. The EV drivers have their own entrance, meaning they don't need to go past or anywhere near the petrol pumps. Everything was spotlessly clean. I met the manager, who was clearly proud of the site and eager to keep up the standards. By the way, I rarely record in enclosed public spaces for privacy reasons, but here I was given permission and the site was pretty much deserted when I got there. The shop is well stocked and is open 24 hours a day, but the franchises close about 8 or 9 o'clock. That's the usual Starbucks, Greggs, Subway, Burger King. Everything was totally clean, and there's a rather nice large seating area and another one outside. And for EV drivers, it's at the back, well away from the fuel pumps. Well, because of the location, this is likely to be very popular. Because of the number of chargers, it deserves to be. Also the price, it is competitive. Ionity up the road is 74p. Well, it's clearly laid out, both inside and outside. I am fed up with some sites where you get lost trying to find your way back onto the motorway. I also love the advertised price, bold, well lit. All motorway services are required to advertise their fuel prices, so why not EVs? This is a really welcome development, and again, it's at a good price. In summary, I'm impressed, and I'm Dave.